Hello, everybody. It's your girl Jay, one and only. Or you could call me Grace, or you could call me GJ, whichever one is preferable to you. So, do you guys like my dress? Cause my daughter don't like my dress. That's the crazy part. I bought this dress since last year, and have not worn it. So this is the first time that I'm wearing it. And this chick gonna look at me like, Mom. I said, Yeah, daughter. She said, I don't like your dress. I said, That's okay, but once you pop the collar, you pop pop. I think it's beautiful. It's very comfy. And what else can I say about it? But she doesn't like it, so to each his own. I think it's because she's used to seeing tight, short clothes. So something that's loose for her is a bit like unbelievable. And then she's like, you know, without the hair, it looks. I'm like, okay, ma'am, I hear you, but whatever you say. But today we are back to talk about some things that are relatable, that are realistic, okay? And we are going to be talking about staying to yourself, fearing humans, everyone, not one person, so forth. So I was listening to an interview a while back, and a statement was made. Actually, I heard this from two artists, um, the lit Tupac and the lit DMS. But the most recent one that I listened to, well, I listened to both of them recently, and it was very close to home and very touchy for me, I might say. It says, "Be to yourself, stay to yourself, and trust no one." May I repeat? Be to yourself, stay to yourself, and trust no one. Absolutely no one. Then I started to think, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. Because the ones that you trust, be the ones to turn on you, the closest people to you, the closest people that you trust, that you give your all to, that you was there for when they had nothing, that you supported when they had no support system, that you even fought the battles and you know when to war for them. Be the one to turn on you unexpectedly when you're not even expecting them to turn on you. They be the one to turn on you. So be to yourself, stay to yourself, and trust no one. Because no one is trustable. It's always the closest people to us be the one to turn on us and give us to our enemies. And then they become our enemy. Okay? A stranger is not going to turn on you because that stranger don't know you. It's always the closest one to you that turns on you, then they take you to your enemies to sell you out. Then we sit there and be confused like, what did I do? How did that happen? But if we would have stayed to ourselves or stayed to ourselves and not trust anyone, we would have never been in a predicament. But we're humans, and all humans make mistake. And in order to learn, you have to make mistake in order to learn. If you never make mistake in life, you would never learn. So everything is a learning experience. Trusting people, being there for people, being the support system, being a helping hand, the shoulders to cry on. When it turn on you, then you tell yourself, you know what? I have learned, and this will never repeat itself. Because when it repeats itself, then you are the fool. Because they said, "Fool me once, shame is on you. Fool me twice, I'm the biggest fool." Okay. And he said he wanted to say fear is stronger than love. Why did he say that? He said fear is stronger than love. Why? My guess would be we're human, right? You can say you love somebody to death, but when you are faced with fear, you will take fear over love. I think that's what he meant when he said fear is stronger than love. Because once we humans are faced with fear, fear tends to overweigh the love. because you're human. Things will happen. You will be faced with circumstances. You will be faced with things that put you in the line of fear where you have no choice but to take fear over love. Okay? That's what he meant when he said fear is stronger than love. You can give all the love in the world. It won't mean anything. Fear will always be stronger than love. You can give your soul, your everything, your kidney, your liver, your everything to somebody because you love them that much. But once that person is faced with fear, that fear will overcome love. Fear is stronger than love. Then I decided to say, you know what, let me do a little research. So I tap it into Google. Then Google said, which was, I think Christina is her name. It said, to humans, the fear of resulting pain, be it emotional or physical, will outweigh a promise of love. To us human, the fear of resulting in pain, because we don't want to feel pain, whether it is emotional or physical, it will always overweigh the promise of love. Because a person can promise you love and promise you everything in the world. Once that person is faced with fear, basically what I said, that fear will outweigh the promise that person made to you of love. That fear will outweigh that promise. Okay? And it's like when you're faced with decisions, right? When you're faced with difficult decisions that involve fear, what do? You have no other option because you're faced with that difficult decision. That fear comes in. That fear outweighs the love. And then they went on to say, she went on to write and said, this is why mankind kills and hates each other, because of the fear of love. Because fear outweighing the love, mankind tend to hate each other and killing each other. It results in that killing and hating each other because fear outweighs love. We're human. It said the fear for most humans do not count the cost when promising their love. The fear for most humans, they don't count the cost when promising love. This is just something to say because I was sitting and I'm listening to him talking, because you know he was a very intelligent young man. He spoke nothing but facts. Everything he spoke then are coming to pass today. And I listen to him a lot. I might not listen to all his songs. I like few of his songs, like Mama, whatever way it goes. I forgot. You're the one that I appreciate. And there are other songs for him. But that dude always spoke knowledge. Like, he was so knowledgeable. And it's the same with DMS. Those two were so knowledgeable. Everything they ever spoke out of their mouths was nothing but facts. Jesus don't have to come down to warn you to stay away from, to be to yourself and to not trust anyone. He's not going to come down to tell you that. It's common sense. That's something that we have to go through to learn on our own. And I know all of those people who spoke those things and wrote it down and wrote it on the internet. Those people went through similar situations. They trusted people that was the closest to them, people they were there for, people that is supported when they needed a support system, people that they fed, that they gave place to stay when they was homeless. Those people were the one or are the one that turned on them and are turning on people. It's always the closest people to you that will sell you out. So fear is stronger than love. And trust no one, because no one is trustable, not even me. When I'm faced with I guess the most difficult task in the war, I don't know what I'm going to do. So fear is stronger than love. And we should know not to trust anyone because nobody is trustable. Not even the babies that are born yesterday or today. They might be innocent, but we don't know what they're talking in the corner because those are babies. We don't know what kind of deal they're making with the devil or what kind of deal they're making with God. So we have to keep our eyes open. We have to be alert at all times. All time have your guard up. Like, I always have my guard up. Like, I don't care what anybody says, but like, oh, you don't trust nobody. I always have my guard up because I have been through it. I have experienced it firsthand. I have experienced it secondhand. And what have I learned from trusting people, the wrong people? What have I learned for being there for the wrong people who I thought or I felt needed me? I have learned to never trust anyone. To never trust, especially desperate people who are looking for limelight or who are willing to fit and would do anything to fit. If you don't know who you are, you will always go with the crowd. But if you know yourself and you know who you are and you stay true to yourself, you will never sell anyone out that you claim to have loved. Okay? It have nothing to do with murder. It have nothing to do with somebody hanging you over the oil that if you don't speak, you will drop it in the hot oil. It have nothing to do with that. But in reality, when you are faced with those kind of circumstances, the fear will outweigh the love. Will outweigh the love. Like I said before, I can never, ever again trust the wrong people. This is why now I stay to myself. I stay in my little corner. I got my little Teddy. Teddy is my friend. It's my guinea pig. But Teddy is my friend. You know, I talk to people, but I don't, the way that I used to be. I not like so open up, and I have never fully been so open up anyway. I always tell people things that I want you to know, and I think you know, and you take that and run with it and turn it into a gossip. That's good for you. Kudos to you. Do I tell you my most inner deep secret? No, because I have learned, I have been burned, and I have learned the hard way to never trust anyone, to never have this heart that feels sorry, because I have that I'm that type of person that is very quick to feel bad for people, that feel sorry for people when I see people going through things, and I'm like, oh, I want to help them, oh my God. Then I start helping them, then I start getting close to them, then I start to like, let's pray together, or let's do this, and then in the end I become the bad guy. But then in the same token, they said, do not change because of people. Don't let anybody change you. Stay true to yourself. I am going to stay true to who I am. But I'm just going to keep my eyes, my little Chinese eyes open. I'm going to keep it open. But always going to stay true to myself. I'm always going to be who I am. Grace J. Harris. That's who I am. That's me. God first. Everything's secondary. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been here today. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have been in the corner sitting crying. But guess what? I got up like the champion that I am. I brushed it off like this. Brush your shoulders off. Like it was nothing. I brush it off. Because at the end of the day, you're going to see me win. You're going to see me shine. You're going to see me prosper. And you're going to see me go to the top. The bottom that you expect me to go to, I won't be the one going there. Or in the name of trusting and being there for people and being sorry for people led me to where I am today. I'm stronger than I was yesterday. Every situation that I go through, I learn something from it. their relationship, their friendship, familyship. I always learn something from it, and I go to the next round with that in the back of my head, not to repeat what I repeated in the past. So we should learn and to know not to trust anyone. Because the devil come in all size and shapes and forms. They will come in every shape, size, and form to, to fool you. Don't fall for that. Be alert. Be vigilant. Okay? Be on point. See them from a distance and know who they are. All right? Just know who they are. God is not going to come down to take your hand, carry you to say, don't trust this person. No. Use your common sense. Use your 2020 vision. I'm not saying don't help nobody. I'm not saying don't be there for anybody. Just be vigilant. Just be smart. Okay? Be smart. And know them by the stripes and who they are. So guys, what is the message for today? Stay to yourself. Be to yourself. And trust no one. Not even our own children, our own kids. Trust no one. Because you trust these children, you have a daughter who goes to the father. The daughter goes to the father and talks about you. The daughter leaves until the father comes to you and talks about you. The same thing with the boys. So you can't trust them either. Trust no one. And fear is stronger than love. Fear is stronger than love. And those who are the closest to us, always the ones that burn us. They said the house will sell you to the street, and the street will buy you. Did you hear what I said? The house, which is your house, will sell you to the street, and the street will gladly buy you. Especially if they've been longing to buy you. The street knows nothing about you. If the house don't sell you, the street will never buy you. You grew up in the house. Y'all know each other things in the house. As you guys become adult, people start keeping secret, but you still tell few things. Those things that they know and the rest they don't know, they will take to the street and sell to your enemies. And then the street buys you. Then the street starts talking about you. Then you wonder, how did the street find out about me? Because the closest one to you were the one that sold you to the streets. The streets didn't just go on the sidewalk and buy you. The closest one in your circle that was close to you, that you slept together, you ate together, you gossiped together, you laughed together, you cried together, you helped them when they were broken, were the one that sold you to the streets. Be your own protector, your own eyes. Be vigilant. Be on point. Have discernment spirit. I have that, but I always seem to ignore it. I used to ignore it a lot. Now I don't, because I could see a snake from a distance and I could tell you a snake. But I look at you and I laugh and I go along with your plan. But don't fool yourself to think you're trying me, because you will either hear it or I block you out. Because there's time for things. It's time to pray. It's time to eat. It's time to sleep. It's time to fight. There's time to laugh. There's time to smile. And there's time to kill. And there's time to be happy. So there's time for everything. What I don't speak on today don't mean I won't speak on it. I will, when the time is right. What I don't say today don't mean I won't say it tomorrow. I will, when the time is right, because everything is time. And now I have put my discernment spirit hat on, and I use it everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I'm using it now. I ain't put it in the back of my pocket no more. I took it out. Because why? I had to learn the hard way. Once we learn the hard way, then we start doing things that we're supposed to do initially. because I'm very stubborn. I would see a sign that said do not cross, and I would want to cross. Even though the sign said don't cross, though, but I would want to see where's it cross that line for me to cross. It's the same with human. I would be one that person is a snake, and my discernment spirit would pick it up, but I would still say, let me give that person a chance. And when I get burned, I sit there and be like, but I knew. So am I crying over it? No. Do I regret it? Yes. Did I learn from it? Yes. Would I repeat it? No. Be to yourself. Stay to yourself. Become your own best friend. Stop being a follower. Because when you become a follower, when you start following everywhere, you don't know what to talk about anymore. You start talking about others. You start throwing people under the bus. You start selling people because you want to fit in. I've always been a boss, and I will always be a boss. Never been a follower. I've always been a leader, and I will always be a leader till the day I die, which is not anytime soon. And I raise my kid to be a leader, not a follower. You got to know who you are. You got to be able to separate yourself from the crowds. You got to be able to know that I could stand by myself and I can make it on my own with God by my side. Okay? You got to be able to know to say, I came in this world by myself. I'll go by myself. I'll fight the battle by myself. But with God by my side and his approval. You don't need an army to fight. Even the twins, one came out before the other. But those who always need a group of people, a circle, a group of friends, a family, or whatever it is, those are the people that can't stand on their own 2 feet. So they can never be to themselves. They can never stay to themselves. They will always need somebody to feel validated. You seek validation from people. I seek validation from God. If we all can just be ourselves, be to ourselves, stay to ourselves, and learn from our mistakes, our lives will be so much better. With that being said, I am going to be doing one of my favorite songs that's already on my YouTube channel. But before I start singing, like, comment, subscribe, share, be positive, share positivity. You and the negativity stay on the East Coast and the West Coast or whatever coast it is, y'all stay there and just be negative across the street. It's all positivity over here, positive aura, you know, like positive aura. Ew, ew, ow, ooh, pop. You know what I'm saying? Naturally beautiful, baby. Don't need a lot of makeup. Just, I was born beautiful. God just blessed me and say, poof, I put you on earth. And you're just going to be something else. And I am. But with that being said, like I said, I'm going to be doing one of my favorite songs. Of course, no other than late Whitney Houston. I look to you. I look to nobody but God. When I'm going through my trials and my tribulations, my hardship, my tears, my joy, my sorrow, I look to him. Nobody else can help me but him. I look to him. I cry to him. I pray to him. I fast to him. And I wait for him to answer me and bring my blessings down. I just love that song. It's something about that song that is so touching. It's beautiful. Whenever you're singing it, you're really close to it and you put yourself to it and you just put your mind to it. Like it tends to bring tears from your eyes because it makes you to start thinking about all the struggles and the sorrow that you went through. And he was there for you. Nobody else was there for you but him. So we look to him. With that being said, I'm going to repeat it. Yeah, it's my national anthem. Yes, it is. And I'm going to sing it lovely. And I'm going to try to kill it. Keyword try. Self-confidence, right? Okay. I look to you. We look to nobody but God. Yep. I'm going to use my microphone because the sound is very low. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Let your will be done. I look to you. As I lay me down, heaven hear me now. I'm lost without a cause, after giving it my all. Winter storms have come and darkened my song. After all that I've been through, who on earth can I turn to? I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. Yeah. And when melodies are gone, in you I hear a song. I look to you. Have to lose my breath. There's no more crying left, sinking to rise no more, searching for that open door. And the very road that I'm facing, yeah, led to my regret. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Nothing to do but lift my head. I look to you. I look to you. Oh yeah. And when melodies are gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. Oh yeah. And when melodies are gone, in you I hear a song. I look to you. My love coming down on me. Oh, the rain is falling. Woo! Set me free. Here, take me far away from the battle. I need you. Shine on me. I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. Yeah. And when melodies are gone, in you I hear a song. I look to you. Yeah. I look to you. Ooh, I look to you. Yes, we look to him through our trials and our tribulations. You guys have a blessed day. You guys feel safe out there because a lot is going on in the world today. I am now going to wash my makeup off and I'm going to jump in my pajamas and I'm going to do some homework. Then after I watch some movie, I'm going to sleep and have a beautiful rest because this face needs to be relaxed.